Big up to all those in YouTube land. Chelsea flop again against Crystal Palace. We drew and let a lead slip. Me and JPT have to hope we can win the FA Cup. Let's get into this. Big up to all those in YouTube land. JPT is dodging snow. How's that going, my brother?
Bro, it's crazy over here. Like it's to the point now, like here in my city, the water's gone. It's snowing like that bad. There's a leak that like a pipe bursted. So now we're cold and thirsty. It's ridiculous start to the new year, but it is what it is. We have plenty of water already in the fridge. But if
Have
not, if
you
I'm
got
so
have you
thirsty,
got a
I
water tank
can.
in your house, JPT? One above in the attic, so you can have still have showers and stuff.
Worse, man. The water tank caught my eyes right now just because, and I'm filling up a bunch of tanks of anything with my tears, man, because it's been a little upsetting as of recent results. One win in five.
Well, what can I say, bruv? In terms of the league form and in terms of the Palace game, you could see we were going to buckle, bro. I did the watch along with you, bro. I know you were about a minute ahead most of it, but you could see we were going to capitulate. You could see we were going to buckle. You could see that they were going to get one on us eventually. Now, I know some of it's been made about the Pedro Neto tackle and about how some people have said afterwards that should have been a penalty when it wasn't, but that's by the by. Generally speaking, we were not good enough in that game, and I'm not being funny. I think Palace were unlucky in a way not to win, not let alone not lose, because they literally Ja Rule stuck it on us. Suck it on. I'm like literally from true. I'm not James BT. Literally from start of that second half to the finish of it, they were all over us. What did you see?
I mean, bro, didn't we call it? I know I said 1-1 during our preview right beforehand, but I'm not sure if you agree with it or if you said 2-1. But it was more so like you could tell we were not going to get a second goal. I feel like it's back to Posh. We weren't going to get a second goal just because
That's
the
what I said
opportunities
in
were
the street.
there.
That's what I said in the watch along. It feels like
Opportunities were
Poch.
there, man. Like the Palmer one at the beginning, it was just he mistimed his kick or whatever have you. Um, I feel like there was another chance. I'm not sure with Jackson or if it just fell to someone else. I feel like there was a time we should have gone 3 up, and like I'm not sure if it was all in the first
Well,
half, but I know we should have had chances to get 3 goals.
well, hang on,
But
because it's funny you mentioned that, because let me do a bit of housework, because funny enough, we actually had a very good first half, which was actually quite shocking, but just second half, we completely capitulated. I don't know what happened, but DJ Crane, big up in the building, says, oh, my Blues crew in that chat too. I want Palmer. I'll take her out.
oh
Bargav,
yeah,
big up, hit
Fraser
the
as well.
likes. Big up, Bargav. How you guys doing? And yeah, bloody hell, peak for you guys at home again to Arteta. That guy doesn't like to win things at home, but that's crazy. But big up to you. It was Bargav. Hope you're doing well, brother. DJ Chris says, oh, smash the likes. Newcastle smashed Arsenal. Come on. Well, Arteta needs no introduction. Big up Dimes in the building. Well done, bro. You
Yes,
did it.
bro,
You
Dimes,
did
yo,
it, Lucky. You did it.
oh my God,
Yeah,
what
good.
a second half.
Yeah, I
We
did
you did.
it. But they
No, bro,
did.
he's Cody Rhodes, man. He kind of took down Roman Reigns right there. He finished the story, man. 2-2. And they could have won. They should have won.
Bro, that
Maguire.
Maguire miss.
Maguire.
Maguire
Oh,
slab at
Where's Lizzie
himself.
at, man?
And bro, do you hear Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher tried to blame the pass? And he was just like, what?
you couldn't have asked for a better pass. It's just
He said,
anyone
oh, the
else.
pass bobbled. So fucking what?
It did, but you did. Why blast it? He could have just taken his time. He could have taken a touch.
You could have placed it. You could have actually scored. Either way.
Anyone else, but Maguire.
Oh,
Onana, I would say so.
he's good at finding the net. I'll tell him that. He says, Rosie, Happy New Year, gents. Nice Chinese flag, JP.
Yeah.
Dang that bad. I don't know what's dang that bad.
Oh, because
Hey, Dimes,
the
hope you
water
well. Dimes says, sup, Rosie. I like, hang on. Rosie's posted my link somewhere. I think she might be in your chat on this occasion.
Here's the lead.
Go on then. Big up, baby in the building. How you doing, baby girl? Hope you're nice and warm
Hey,
now. Rosie, Miss Wolfie, picking up Kate. I'm snoring that. Yeah, man, of course. Like, bro, that miss. That's all those Man United fans must have been like, fuck!
remember that scene in
Collectively, like, ah!
remember that scene from the Naked Gun? I think it was the second where he opened up the envelope.
Oh shit!
Everyone just had a simultaneous like head smack, just like
Ah! But I'm not being funny. Man United fans must have thought that was going in, and it was just like, damn. If anyone else but Maguire, where's bloody what's his name? Anthony when you need him. Jesus Christ!
anyone
And
Mount, like
oh no, not Manny Mace, bro. That guy don't do nothing. Forget
bro.
Manny
I'm
Mace.
saying even injured him, and that's put him right there. Like yo, Maguire just subbing off right now, froze time. Actually, he's missed some easy ones at Chelsea too. But hey, you know what? You know who also missed some easy chances? Kai Havertz. Did you see the miss he had today?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen the game. I know Arsenal lost, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I wasn't at
I had
home.
it in the background at work. Got zero done during those 2 hours. Shit. No, but Kai Havertz, it took a deflection, like it was a cross, took a deflection. It falls perfectly to Kai Havertz, jumps, goes to heads it, hits his shoulder, goes out, goal kick. And this
And
is
how
when they
close
were in
was
need
he?
for a goal. He was within the 6-yard box.
Yeah, well, now you know why we got rid of him. Yeah,
Bro, I'm just
the
saying because like
cheap
we've had
shot,
some
JPT.
easy misses. We had easy misses in our game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did. Well, actually, technically speaking, we didn't because out of the 16, 15 shots we had on target, shots we only had one on target. One.
Against
Open
the
net,
Crystal Palace
Wolfie.
without Trevor Chalobah.
Right, DJ, you ain't got to explain to me that Kai Havertz is shit. I know this. Yeah, you're into your second season of him. We had 3 of him. Don't worry, but that's why. Like, when you Arsenal fans started calling, some of the Arsenal fans started calling him King Kai. I just went, ain't you gonna get your heart broken? He's a decent player, but he's just not what I would call a quality player. But yes, back to us and Palace. The first half, there was hope, JPT. We were all over them.
Yeah.
We played quite well. Everyone was doing their jobs. We weren't getting, we kept the ball away from them, as Prime likes to say, and he might show up. Game management, we were showing it. We scored the goal, and then we kept the ball away from Palace. Did you not see what I saw, or did you see something different?
Yeah, but then seeing how the first half went down, I was like, we've seen the story. We're gonna continue being wasteful. The opposition's gonna get a goal, and we're gonna panic, and we're gonna have 0 substitutions before the 80th minute. Luckily, we got one at the 81st eventually, and it just were we gonna give up 2 points or 3? Because it was one of those days like we're not gonna get a second goal unless we get a penalty call. But even then, and it wasn't if so if we're only getting 1 goal, we're conceding. We know this team is mistakes in the center back and Sanchez. But this one, whether or not it was the right decision to pass the ball over to Palmer, a tired Palmer. What decisions does he have? Either way, but yeah, no. If we're gonna still talk about the first half, it was just wasteful.
I agree. As I said, now let me bring up the exact stat, because I think we had over the match. What did we have? It was actually quite ridiculous, because I think we were at even though we had quite a lot of shots, we only had 1 on target. Just 1.
I thought we had 3. Never mind.
No. There you go. Shots 15. Shots on target 1. The one we scored, obviously. Yeah. We had 62% possession.
Possession wins you games. We got possession. We did better. It doesn't matter.
No, man, bring out the XG board, bro, because our XG was probably 2.61721.1-1.5. But it didn't mean shit because we still drew. So, but it's just the fact of Why is it that we can create so many of these chances but not get the fucking ball on target? What do you think it is? Just we just lack that, we just lack an edge. Like we've lacked an edge for about 2 years, but what do we do to solve this particular conundrum?
Go out and actually get a real number nine. I mean, I know that we've bought big names, in the past. Spent more than we needed to. Main of which comes in the form of Lukaku. Um, you
Man
know,
City's best player in that Champions League final, man. You gotta say it. You gotta give credit where credit's due. He did everything you could to help Man City that day.
and you even blocked a goal for them. Best goalkeeper that day.
Cleared it off the line. Done a
Um,
lot.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's respect to Jackson because I think he's doing better. He started off better than how he did last season, even where he finished last season. Seems like he's got off to a good start, but you can tell like this we need a second option, even if not keep if you want to keep Jackson on the pitch, maybe put him at left wing. I mean, props to Sancho. I think it was more Sancho's just had more claim to that goal than Palmer did because Palmer had a
Mm.
shit game. But yeah, but switch it up if needed. But then who are you looking off the bench? A young you or an Nkunku who's not a number nine, but yet Maresca's going to put him there.
I wouldn't mind seeing Guo on the pitch though,
Mhm.
particularly after about 20, 25 minutes. Not no like 5 or 6. Because I'm not being funny. Like we all know this about players take about 10 minutes just to get into the game. So like it's awkward because there's bit like me, you, and Prime have mentioned already. We've got depth, but we don't really have depth. Like if you want to talk about the
We
strongest
have
part,
we have quantity, no quality.
well,
In that.
yeah, because we have jack of many trades, masters of none. Because
Mhm.
Palmer is a guy that we can put all over the pitch. Jaden Sancho we can put left, right. Pedro
Neto,
Neto you can go put left, right, etc.,
Caicedo.
etc. Because, well, I have to say, Moy, you he's the one player at Chelsea I would say you just leave him to carry on doing what he's doing because quietly he's probably been one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, to be honest. And I'm not being funny. I'm pretty sure all three of us would agree. Not a lot of it's been his fault, to be honest. And the guy runs his proverbial block off. Isn't
Yeah,
there a
Dams, there
second
is.
leg? Yes, there is, sir.
They
There
gotta go
is.
to St. James, man.
Yeah, and it ain't likely to get any better for them. I reckon Arsenal are out on that one. But Latimus, bro,
Too early to
you with
call.
us? You with us, brother? No, Tar.
Yes.
Yep, I see him.
There he
What do
is.
you
There
think
he
of the
is.
first half, bro?
Did we not already speak on this game?
Yeah, but I just want your take on
Unless
it.
you guys did a thing afterwards, I had to go right away.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm just involving everyone because it's the blue. I'm already going to talk about it for a minute or two.
Oh, I spoke on this game a lot. There's nothing much
All right,
else I
well,
can say. We had chances in the first half, we didn't take them. Second half was similar to Crystal Palace earlier in the season. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing else I can keep saying as much as more of the same stuff. Really, I've spoken this game so much since Saturday that there's
it's
nothing else
actually
I can really say.
well. Hopefully, it hasn't spoken. You haven't spoken about it to the point of it driving you crazy, from the sounds of it. Well, fair enough, because we all know what we saw second half, lads, didn't we? We saw a jaded, sluggish, slow, not really any quality in the second half. And to be honest, we were a bit of a shambles in the second half. I think we would not all agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like we said, the second half was the big downfall.
Well, it was a predictable downfall, I'm afraid. And pretty much all three of us saw it coming. You could see in the second half we were struggling. And the inevitable happened. And we conceded and we looked all over the place again. Well, with our team looking marginally unbalanced. Would you not say that's also fair as well, gents?
Yeah, I would.
About you, Notorious?
What did you say?
about in the second half we look completely unbalanced?
Unbalanced in what way?
Well, we looked unbalanced in the sense of our defense looked vulnerable and shaky. In the defense, we couldn't transition properly, and when we did, it was broken up and rubbish, really, because we had 15 shots on the whole game and we only had one on target, bro. That's not good enough for us. That really ain't. I would say there's a
Yeah, but we've
distinct
been
lack
like
of
that. We've
quality.
been like that the last 4 games. We've been like that the last 4 games, though. So
Mm.
Well, you could argue actually we've been like that for the last year or so, but it's more prevalent now because the goals have dried up. But yeah, so we buggered that one up. We got Morecambe at home over the weekend in the FA Cup. Would we not say that we will expect that to be, or we're all going to be worried about that as well because of the amount of injuries and stuff we're getting? What do you expect from the Morecambe game then?
I'm not worried about Morecambe. We'll beat them like 5-6 now. I'm not worried about Morecambe.
Because was it at the bridge, isn't it?
I think so.
Yes, I think so. I'm not worried about Morecambe.
Yeah, just please no
The
injuries.
what I'm looking at is the Bournemouth game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm worried about.
That's going to be next Tuesday. Yeah, and we got Wolves out of the bridge as well because we got 2 home games in a row after that, didn't we? Because we got Bournemouth and we got 3 if you include Morecambe, but we got Morecambe at home for the FA Cup. We got Bournemouth at home, which is going to be hard. We've got Wolves at home as well, which is going to be hard. Then we have City away. And are we all still hoping that we can build up some sort of momentum for the league before that point?
We would have to go 3 wins in the next 3 games. We're not leaving the bridge, for until the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go into that game with as much momentum as possible because look who's picking up a little steam as well. Given the competition might have been all top level. I mean, no disrespect to who they beat recently. That was Leicester and West Ham.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so not trying to disrespect early doors and Budgie or Tony and Nolan. But yeah, and so yeah, going to the Etihad, we need this. We need these 3 wins, and then we could pick up a 4th, or even just take 2 points off of them. I'll take that because this is a team that they could potentially knock us out of top 4.
Well, the thing,
look at Newcastle's doing as well.
Well, I was just about to say because that's the one thing that makes our position very, very, very perilous. The fact of the 3 above us are starting to get that kind of gap where there's like 3 or 4 points in between us, and then when you look down but underneath us, Pauls, and you see Newcastle we're on 36 points, Newcastle are on 35, Man City are on 34, Bournemouth are on 33, Aston Villa are on 32. So everyone below us, who's in virtually up until about 8th, 9th, is a game within leapfrogging us if we F up. So it's literally like this could look very bad in next week if we're not very careful, because we could jump down to like 7th after being 2nd, like what, a month ago? That would be
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it just goes to show you how luck it can change, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But we still, don't get me wrong, right? Openings, because don't get me wrong, in Enzo Maresca's first game, like 20 games in charge, right? We've had 10 wins, 6 draws, 4 defeats. Now that in itself isn't terrible, but I want to ask you to this, like, hang on, what's that, DJ Green? Very what? Perplexing. Small words, Wolfie, please. Some in the chat aren't as smart as you. I'm just okay. I obviously found a dictionary. Never mind. No problem. Sorry. My bad. But yeah, what do you guys feel, or if you feel like he's going to do anything Enzo's going to do to steady the ship? And I'll start with you, JPT. Do you think he can do anything, or is this one of those ones he's just sitting there looking at the board saying transfers, please?
It's like in the long run, or just for the next game?
In general, bro, because we're struggling.
Well, It's clear that we have some players that are already set to leave, maybe in as early as January. So there's a falling out with those players against look at Nkunku. And these are players we're supposed to be relying on to come up as like a backups to like Jackson and Palmer even, which I would say. But he is in need of the players he needs for his squad. I mean, how many of these players are his like he can use?
Well, in terms of his signings, is that what you
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
Well, hardly any of them, really, innit?
none of them.
You wouldn't imagine any of them are really his signings because we all know at this club the board make the signings, not the
Maybe
manager.
I
So
mean,
you know,
maybe even KDH, and I'm being generous in saying that, but how many minutes has this guy seen?
well, hardly any really. But then
Yeah,
again, his signing, okay, there is ability there, but his signing still raised eyebrows, just like João Felix's signing raised eyebrows. That don't get me wrong, Dewsbury Hall. I can understand the
douche.
numbers. I was gonna say douche, but I'm not trying not to be horrible to him because it's not his fault. To be fair, um, like he needs to get more minutes. And to be honest, we need to make better signings, bro. Because I'm not. We essentially like recalled a championship player and then signed another one to take into our squad this year. Now, like that's for Chelsea Football Club. That's dancing in thin ice, bro. Like I don't see Arsenal recruiting from the championship. Do you? I don't see City recruiting from the championship, bro. Do you? Like, just saying. I'm not having a dig. I'm just simply saying. But because what do you expect from Chelsea this transfer window? Do you expect any activity at all, or do you think it'll just be same old? Because we definitely need a new centre back. Because Fafana's crocked again, so we need a new centre back. There's this talk about Guy coming in from Crystal Palace, which I don't see how that makes sense. And there's also talk about them recalling Trevor Chalobah. Do you think either of those moves make sense?
Probably want to go ahead.
Notorious. Are you there, brother?
Can you not hear me?
We can
No.
now.
Yeah, I said you can go first, JP2.
Oh, then go ahead with the question again.
About the Mark Gee or the Trevor Chalobah thing. What would you do? Or do you think either of them make sense?
Um, I think we should at least recall Chalaba if he even wants to come back after how he's been isolated from the club. And but we need him back. We need to recall Leslie back to at least give some relief as another option off the bench for Caicedo. Uh, when we also need a striker, but I think main priority would be center backs, and which we can recall our people, and then besides that, if we had to make a signing like permanent signing, who would you think that would go for up front? Because one name they've been linked to Liam Delap. I don't think he's going to be leaving in January, and if he does, it's probably going to be for an expensive price tag that they know that we might budge for. And then if we buy Gehi, what they're valuing him at 70 mil. I mean, I know that we have a sell on clause, I believe, of 20%. So I'm really going to spend about 60 mil for one of our old players that we sold for what 15,
18.
18.
I think it was 18. But to be honest, actually, for me, it just makes more sense just to recall Chalobah.
Yeah.
To be honest, because it's just cheaper. Like,
Would
why
you
would you?
though? Would you if you were him? Would you?
Yeah, why not? To be
You
honest,
didn't.
actually, if it was me personally, I'd probably look to do both. Because I'm not being funny. If you need a big centre back to get to right, and if you're serious about getting rid of Diassi, then you're
Oh,
going to
we
need both.
need to.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. If you're looking to get rid of him, serious, and I hope they are, you know what I mean? Like, why not bring Trevor Chalobah back off loan to replace Diassi? And I know Prime is not a big fan of Diassi, but sorry, or Chalobah, but given the options we've got in a minute, they're a bit limited. So why not try to bring Chalobah back, and why not bring Gee in as well? I know. I'm surprised we haven't got a buyback clause for him. To be honest, that strikes
No,
me as odd.
we have a sell on. I don't think we put a buyback.
Rosie says United can afford Gee. Well, they need to sort their squad out first. To be honest, because don't get me wrong, I appreciate Man United have got the money, but they need to get their wage structure sorted out again because they've still got ridiculous people there on ridiculous wages. Man United, they're gonna slow this, but they sign people like I don't know, like Delict. You got
we're supposedly linked with one of their players now.
Oh, please tell me it's not Mount.
No, it's Mainu, which I doubt it's gonna happen.
That ain't happening, bruv. That ain't happening. That's just hype and speculation. Yeah, so
it's rumor time, man.
Yeah, well, it's transfer window, bruv. Everyone talks shit. So, would you take both? Would you take neither? Would you buy someone else? What would you do, JBT? And then I'll flip it over to Prime.
Yeah, if you're someone just like of quality, I think with Gay, that's for sure. You know, excluding the price tag. Chalobah, I think we can use him with some leadership in the in our back line. Yeah, I mean, if anything, even if we don't make a permanent signing, just recall our two players back. Let's get Leslie back. Let's get Chalobah back. Because I'm tired of waiting for Fofana, man. I mean, the injury was very stupid. I think when he just tripped over the ball. I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. It was like a no contact injury. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, these would be good players to bring back.
Fair enough. Thomas Tuchel, you ready for sure? I'm ready to get onto the pitch and show the people of England the kind of good football they deserve. For sure. He's German. You always got to say for sure. Big up, Brad. You there with us?
Yes.
I think he's playing something because I can hear a joystick. I think.
No,
but yeah,
I'm not playing anything.
Oh, all right, then cool. So, what would you do? Would you sign Guy? Would you sign Chalobah? Recall Chalobah, or would you go for another route? What would you do?
I don't know why this fan base loves to compare mid with mid. Just because the Sassy is not good enough doesn't mean Guehi or Chalobah are. They're not good. I would get rid of the Sassy and go by a proper centre back. You're just going to bring in Chalobah and Guehi, and then in a year's time, we're going to be in the same situation. There's quality centre backs out there.
So who would you get?
I would get Bissek from Inter Milan.
You said Skellina the other day as well, didn't you?
3, he can play right.
Well, I must admit, I think you said Skellina the other day, didn't you? As well, the centre back.
Skriniar?
Yeah, Skriniar. Yeah,
Skriniar.
You're talking about Skriniar. Milan Skriniar. You're talking about.
Yeah, Milan Skriniar. So
yeah, because he's an experienced old head. But in terms of like actual age and stuff, I'd go get Bissek from Inter Milan. Like none of these mid guys, because in a year's time, we're going to be, or even in the summer, we'll be in the same situation, complaining about our centre backs. Like just because they're Cobham and whatever, automatically that means they're better than the Sassy. They're not. Chalobah has not been that good at Palace this season, and Guehi is not good enough for Chelsea to where we want to go.
Well,
just wasting money again. Just wasting.
I'm not saying we should do this or that. I'm just simply seeing it's the transfer window. Like JPT said, there's always going to be speculation. And I'm not going to lie. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because we badly need it. Our defenses needed surgery.
We don't. I'm sorry, we don't. We don't badly need Chalobah and Guehi. We do not.
No. I never said
we need better options off.
I never said we needed them badly.
After Fofana's injury.
They're not better
we need
options.
bodies, bro.
They're not.
I never said they're better options in terms of. I'm just saying
We
we need
don't
surgery, bro.
we don't.
We don't need what?
They're not. Josh Punk's better than all three of them. I'd play him.
Yeah, but
we
he's a
don't
right
need just
back.
because we don't need. We don't.
Pardon?
He can also play center back.
That's true. He was our best defender at right center back.
Yes, and so like he was better than Colwell. So we're gonna bring in Guehi or Chalaba, who is not better than any of what we have.
Well, that's why I asked you who you would sign. That's why I'm
And I
asking
told
you what
who
would
I
you
would
do?
sign.
Yeah, I hear that, and I've taken that on board. That's why I'm asking everyone's opinion. But the thing is that the only thing I haven't seen.
Wolfie, do you want Chalaba back or Guehi?
No, I think like you, there's other options, but it depends on how serious the. One thing I miss about the Abramovich era, bro, when Roman wanted a player, he'd go all out to get that player. Yeah, with this Chelsea board, they're like, yeah, maybe we will, maybe we won't. Well, no, we'll dip a bid in. You know what I mean? Like a Roman always wanted us to be the best, so he
Because
always
you know what's a big factor with this ownership. Sorry, but
the fact
it's
that
the
we're in a
age.
situation
You want
again
young.
that we need center backs, we need a striker, we need a goalkeeper. It's embarrassing, man. It's so embarrassing. The fact that we're talking about Chalaba and Guehi is so embarrassing, man. It's not something Chelsea should be doing. It's embarrassing.
The reason why I'm saying for even Chalaba is for a recall for until May, because it's not like they're not planning to see him as free sold.
I'll be real.
Mm-hmm.
If you're giving me Chalaba, Guehi, or Disasi, I'd rather just keep Disasi because at least then I'm not wasting more money.
Well, we're not wasting money with Chalaba.
We calling him, yeah. We have breaking his contract. We'd be spending money. He doesn't have a break clause in his contract, so to break that, we would be spending money. And buying Guehi would be wasting money because we'd have to spend what 75 million on Guehi just to go and buy another quality center back in the summer. It's a waste of money.
How much would the break be?
I don't know, but it's still wasting money.
Well, I thought most players like that had recall options in their.
No, unless you put it in your contract. And it's got reported as well, by the way, that Chalaba doesn't have a break in his contract.
Well, that's it. Well, that's a mistake. Well, if it means that's what it is, then that means Chalaba's not really an option, doesn't it? Big up Wolfie and TCP. I'm so pissed off of that Newcastle game. I went storming out of the house, jumped into my tractor, and rode over my scarecrow in the process. I'm on the run from the police. What, for running over your own scarecrow? What did you do? Report yourself? There's a mad guy in the tractor, right? All right, so all right. So, what would you like to happen then, Prime? Would you like them to go and get the centre back you just mentioned from Inter? You would like them to actually dip their money in their pockets and.
Yeah, but that won't happen until the summer. It looks like, just realistically. So, I'd play Vega. I've been saying play Vega as centre back. He's a better centre back than he is in midfield or at left back.
We don't.
I would bring back Leslie because Lavia. I don't know when he'll be back from his injury and he doesn't stay fit. But
no, he doesn't.
What I would do is, like, unfortunately, Sanchez in goal. The back four being Josh Achingpong, Colwell, Vega, and then have Cucurella invert into midfield. Or actually, even it can be Caicedo at right back inverting into midfield, and then the back three of Josh Achingpong, Colwell, and Cucurella. The double pivot, the two midfielders being Leslie and Enzo. That's like how the base should be, because the reason why we're just so open defensively, while more so than we have been all season, is because we don't have a solid base in our midfield now.
Nope.
Caicedo's not a DM. He's being overrun. And even Enzo, like, I'll even defend him in this aspect. He's being overused. They're both not being allowed to rest because we have no Lavia. And I said not to loan out Leslie. And we did, stupidly. And we kept Cassidy, who's ass. And we're sending him back to, apparently he's being sold to Monzo or Napoli. Lazio wants him, Torino, a lot of Italian clubs want him. Like, I've been saying that he will be sold back to an Italian club for money. Just fine. But
Well,
that
yeah,
means we have to bring back Leslie. We need a defensive midfielder in this 11, and we don't have one. And that's why we're so bad defensively.
I
If we were
agree.
more solid defensively, maybe that would take the pressure off our forwards and we would start scoring goals again.
Well, we don't really seem to have any in that aspect, the balance, as I was talking about earlier. That
Mm-hmm.
I hate looking at our midfield, especially in the defensive phase.
Also,
it's
in terms of a striker, telling Cuckoo to fuck off, whether it's to Man United or PSG, I don't care. He can fuck off.
To who?
And then start playing Mark Yu more, or buy a striker in January.
right.
I would take Evan Ferguson at least on loan until the end of the season, because at least he can actually be used as a bit of a target man. He's good aerially. And then in the summer, go buy one of Gyökeres, Osimhen, or even Isaac, because I have question marks on Isaac, but at least he is quality.
He can finish, bro.
So
He can
that's
finish.
one of the 3 quality forwards that's out there.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to break the bank to
Spend the
get him
money.
from Newcastle.
I don't want to spend over 100 mil, but I don't think it would cost over 100 mil to buy 2 of the 3 anyway. Newcastle have put 150 million thing on him, fine. But with Gyökeres and Osimhen, you could get them for like 60, 70 mil.
Well, wouldn't you prefer to go for Osimhen rather than Isaac?
No, I said Osimhen and Gyökeres.
Yeah, all right. Hang on, Wolfie, did I see Chelsea after Manu from Man United? No, you don't, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because that signing for us actually doesn't make any sense.
No, especially with the wage that he's asking too.
Well,
maybe you think Link isn't real. His agent is just trying to get him more money, and he's linking our name because we're Chelsea and we've done business with Man United over the past couple of seasons.
Yeah,
and
he's a young
also
player.
we're looking to buy players, so it's easy to just link us. But no, we're not going for Manu. Manu's quality player, but he doesn't fit. I mean, I'd rather have him in a double pivot than Enzo, to be fair. But regardless, he doesn't really fit what we're trying to do. You don't need another young player. We need someone with experience in this team.
Yeah. In this team. You got young players aplenty, and the right ones we don't even use. Going into what Prime just said about get Leslie back off a loan and actually get a deep ball-winning midfielder, because that's one we think we actually truly lack. Because even though Cancelo could do the job, he's not a true ball-winning midfielder either.
And we're missing out on Caicedo's attacking qualities by playing in there.
Yes, he can. Yeah, yes. Actually, that's very very good point there, Prime. Actually, not a lot of people forget Caicedo's actually good at getting at the opposition box, and he's good at placing shots and passes. Yeah, it does hamper him. And I'm not being
someone to just sit in the base of our midfield. We can allow Caicedo to win the ball up higher, meaning Chelsea are a lot more of an attacking threat.
Hey, DJ,
we don't have that. This squad planning has been so poor.
It has.
Bro. Hopefully, it gets better in the summer because at least now we have a manager and a system to build around. But these past couple of seasons, we haven't had anything, so it's just been so scattergun. Well, maybe scattergun is an exaggeration, but it's just been so bad.
No, it has been a bit scattergun. I agree with that analogy. Who would take Partey off of Arsenal?
No.
Not for his physical prep, because he's a good DM as well.
He's not better than Lavia. He's not better than Caicedo. He's not better than Leslie. Well, I say okay, exaggeration. He's old.
Yeah, he's better than Leslie, bro.
He's old. No, not that. He's old and he doesn't stay fit.
That's the thing, stay fit, and that's the question we're gonna have about Isaac as well.
Also, I don't want to take a player from Arsenal so they can go spend on someone. No, we're not doing that.
You're gonna get another CM and another center back.
And plus, the amount of time he's been at Arsenal, all that quality and leadership he was supposed to have, it's gone, bro. So I don't. There's better out there, man.
Well, you said about centre backs. What as a DM, who would you take?
What defensive midfielder would I take?
Because I would have thought maybe Ugarte would have been a good shot from PSG because he's a good ball hunting midfielder. But I'm not being funny. After seeing him play for Man United, I'm kind of I'm not too sure about this guy now. Because I remember when we tried to sign him a couple of years back, and he did look.
Ugarte's been brilliant for Man United since he's joined, particularly under Amorim.
I like him, you know.
But-
I like him, but
but I mean, Sandro Tonali, we see how he's balling out. I wanted him when he was back at AC Milan. Back when, after we won the Champions League in 2021 summer, I wanted Tonali then to replace Jorginho. But we didn't do that. The summer, the January, 2 Januaries ago, when we bought Enzo, I said, go get Tonali. This fan base laughed and said, no, go get Enzo. Now we see what's happening between the two players. 2 summers ago, when we were linked to Anthony Gordon, I said, let's go get him. He's actually quality. He can play up top. He can play wide. Our Chelsea fans laughed at me and said he's no good. Now he's probably the best left winger in this league.
Do you think it's the same Chelsea fans are saying Nico Williams back or on the radar?
I don't watch enough of. I'll be fair. I don't watch enough of Anthony. Or sorry, I don't watch enough of Nico Williams to actually be able to judge on him. But someone who I would take and who I wanted last summer is Ademola Lookman. He's been one of the best left wingers in the world. The guy can score goals, and what he's been doing this season is something I didn't know he actually had. He's been delving into his creative back. Bro, he turns up in big games as well. Will take a game by the scruff of the neck. He's experienced, like someone who I would take on our left-hand side over a Sancho or whatever. Because like we just need goal threats in our forward line and people who will take responsibility.
Yeah, I agree on that.
It makes sense. He would.
But we're not going to spend that money. Atalanta, like even in the summer, the amount of money he would cost, we won't spend that money on him. Like we have to fix so much. We have to get a quality goalkeeper, at least one quality center back. We need a striker, whether it's a start or be a backup. We need a quality striker, possibly a quality winger. A DM, I don't know, because we can just use Leslie. He's more than good enough. But the amount of money that would all cost, we're not going to do all of that in the summer. So are we actually going to title challenge for next season? I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to be ready for next season to challenge, which is fine because I expected this. I expected this to take about 2 or 3 seasons, which I'm okay with. But the way we've been performing, well, I'll take away the last couple of weeks. The way we've been performing the first half of the season, people have been saying that we're ready to go next season. And if that's the case, and we want to go next season, there's so much we have to do. So much.
Yeah, we're not going to be ready.
You gotta get rid of quite a lot of players, so money can be generated.
Well, the thing is, this is it. This is what I was just about to ask. Because the players we got to get out the door, right? We got to get Sadie out the door. We got to get Chilwell out the door. Who else have we got? Carney as well, because he's got
Dewsbury Hall and Cuckoo at this point.
And Cuckoo can go. Felix can go. Dewsbury Hall can go.
No, but don't you think João Felix? He's done okay.
He wants to leave. Apparently,
no.
He wants to leave as well. Oh bloody hell!
He's getting no minutes.
It's all blowing up for Enzo.
Listen, Fofana as well. I rate the guy. Too. He's our best center back. But you don't stay fit for me. You can go.
You would just say even Reece James at this point?
Oh,
I don't care. I don't factor him. I don't factor him into any conversation. I don't care.
Because he's never here.
No, he's not.
If he's here, he's maybe here for 3 games before he picks up a suspension.
No.
Or another injury.
Like we're so far off of like being able to. That's why I kept saying that we're not in a title race. We're so far off of actually being serious to challenge. People don't truly understand because of how bad Arsenal and City have been this season. People think we're there. We're not. We're so far away. We don't know how. Like we're not close.
Well, hang on. What about the FA Cup though? Because that's something we can win. Do you think we should?
I don't mind. Yeah, win a trophy this season. You have to.
Because this is actually one thing about it is right. I admit that the league is probably is not just an impossible prospect this season. It might be an impossible prospect next season because in terms of our squad, like Prime just mentioned, we've got more problems than we have solved. So it's one of those ones where we're going to take a long time. Because I'm not being funny, just from the wages that people like Chilwell and because when the goalkeepers come back, I don't know, Prime might know this. Is there any agreement with Bournemouth to get rid of Kepa? Because we got lots of goalkeepers we might be able to
I
sell
assume
off.
so, but I don't know.
Because does anyone know if was it
I don't know.
Solani's coming back or not?
Solina,
Selena is back, but
well,
he's injured.
Solina is back, but he's only back because he's injured.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, there you go. So we got another goalkeeper option on the bench, even though if he's injured. How bad was his injury? Must have been pretty bad if he had to come back.
It's a finger?
No, it's a finger. It's not a bad injury. It's just a finger thing, but like,
My
funny.
finger hurts.
But he came back. Don't make that joke. He came back. We recalled his loan for I don't know why.
It can't be because his finger hurt.
Yeah.
There's more to it than that. Like,
I
maybe they've been like, because the thing is, like JPD said, we can generate. Well, if we did somehow get people like Diassi out the door as well, Chilwell out the door, because apparently the only reason why, I think JP told me the only reason why he's still here because the bastard won't take a wage cut.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those ones like where, like, I don't know, maybe they might agree to pay him out the rest of his contract. I don't know. But Chilwell definitely needs to go because he's an expensive problem.
Was it $200K a week?
It's either that or 190, something like that.
It's close enough.
Well, yes, it's close enough. And to be honest, just from getting rid of him, because that's the thing as well. And we've got an inherent problem as well. Fucking Sterling will be back at the end of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Who got fingered? Why and how? That's not what we said.
Freddie got fingered.
I'm not worried. Well, okay. I'm not worried about getting rid of players at all. I'm not. I've been saying for 2 years we'll get rid of players, no problem. My worry is like, are we going to do what's required to bring in the quality? Like that's ready now. We're not going to. We're going to bring in players that need to develop, which is again fine. If that's what they want to do, then just be prepared to temper your expectations.
Well, the thing is, isn't it? Well, back in the day, it used to be the fans' expectations of what was what, but nowadays that's not how football works, unfortunately. It's going to be. Yeah, I'm not being funny. This, the joke thing about this is, boys, in 2 or 3 weeks we could be touching like 10th position. You know that. It can get very peak very quickly.
Are you assuming that like we lose and everyone else wins?
No, I'm assuming that we just lose and all the other teams draw or win, and because that's the thing. Normally, in a situation like this, you look, if United lost, we'd be all right or whatever. But bro, there's so many teams. If we draw or lose our next game, there's so many teams below us that can win and leapfrog us, bro. It's actually a joke. And
like
I just looked at the table.
If we lose our next game, if Newcastle win, then they go above us, and then if City win, they go above us. And there's the next game, Bournemouth. So even if
they're near us,
yeah. So they're only 3 points away. So if they'll be tied with us, but we'll be above them through the goal differential, I believe. Yep.
I say and we were second 2-3 weeks ago. It's just gone from sugar to shit, and we all know that the problem has been in the defense. So, like Prime said it earlier, it does pain me to say it, but Fofana was our best centre back, and when he went out, that's when things starting to unravel again, like full on. And you saw the mistakes that Colwell was making. You saw the mistakes that, particularly Diassi was. Oh my goodness! I don't know what possessed Enzo to play that guy. I really don't. But
at this point, I think Josh secure a spot there, if anything, until we find another center back in general.
No, the thing is, right? I do agree with what Prime said. Why doesn't Vega get played? What did he do to piss Enzo off? Because we signed some of these players that we said we haven't even used. And and there's another forgotten soldier. We need to get the Universal Soldier out the door as well.
Yep. It looks like. Wait, did they ever come back with this sample B thing?
I don't know. Because I'm waiting for them to drop the guillotine on this bastard, but it just doesn't seem to happen.
Yeah, Albania won't let him die.
Well, hang on. Let me see if I can. Here we go, Carlo Mudryk. Okay, Russian model linked to Chelsea's failed drug test. Okay, he might have an escape. Dumped by a Russian model, she jets off by a romantic with ex-Premier League star. And then more agony on top of his doping sentence.
Yeah, you
All
didn't
right,
know about that.
what?
What you're
About
just
him?
reading, you didn't know about that.
What about him being dumped by some bitch? Not really. And why would I care, bro? I'm not looking. I'm looking for news on his
That's not
his test.
about
This is
about
just what's come up.
what you just read is about him reportedly about apparently being drugged. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah. No. This is about the model.
That's what I'm
It's
talking
it's
about.
about No. I'm talking about the article's bullshit. If you got something to say, please fire away, man.
The article was not really necessarily bullshit about him reportedly being drugged by his ex.
Well, this
Well,
is what
you
this
didn't
is
know about
saying.
that. I know, and that's why I'm asking you. Did you not know about that?
No, brother.
It was reported. It was reported like a day or two after, or a few days after the whole drug things broke about Major.
Well, bro, I'm not being funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, not really, JPT, because you know from back in the day, bro, man. Ukraine's old school Soviet Union, and they used to do shit back in the day in the 80s and stuff like that with the doping of their fucking athletes and stuff like that, bro. It's just, yeah, man. I'm a bit of a.
That's interesting.
Pardon?
Because apparently the drug or something he was caught with, apparently it's like
Government demonstrators.
they also feed it to like livestock over there in
It's
that
like
part of
out
the
or
world.
something, right?
Yeah, apparently they also feed it to like livestock, so it can be
Is
found
it?
in like meats and stuff. But I don't know. The whole thing is like dodgy because Music is not the sort of guy to just sniff drugs or whatever. So this whole thing is very
Yeah, he's set up. You do get the
incredibly-
implication for feeling that he was set up by his ex, but at the end of the day, man, like,
or set up by someone. Well, it is what it is.
well, yeah, I'm not against the guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the end of the day, like, at the moment, like, unless they acquit him somehow, like, this guy is going to be not only banned from playing, he's not going to be any help to our current situation. So, you know what I mean? If he got set up, I hope they prove his innocence and all that kind of thing. If he did it on purpose, which we all highly doubt, because why would you risk your career? But you only put yourself in that position yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a grown man. You got to take responsibility. You ain't a boy, and you get paid ridiculous amounts of money, man. Just behave. You got Chelsea Blue in the building. Big up to the panel. Big up, brother. I hope you're doing good and well. It's been a bit peak. So on the Mudryk situation, like if he's proved innocent, would you guys incorporate him back into the squad, or would you still look to get rid of him? Does he stay or does he go if he's innocent?
If you plan to sell him, do it in the summer. Don't do it in January.
Bolt him off in the summer. What about you, Pram?
Yeah, he can in the summer. He can go.
Fair enough. I just hope that at the end of the day, long story short, they just get it sorted quickly, because I'm not being funny. We've had so many problems now in terms of behind the scenes. What, Vega, Nkuku, Felix, Mudryk.
So much drama already.
Reece James as well. There's always question marks on him. Jesus, man. We've got more cracks than a sumo wrestler. Yeah, dear. Prime's camera looks all funny. I don't know. It's going to be a mad one. And I hope we do something to sort it out, because it needs to be done, because we are shocking at the moment. And it needs to improve. Do you think there's anything Enzo can actually do to improve the team as is? Because one thing we did have on Crystal Palace, we did have.
Oh, definitely.
Because we did have one of our youngsters.
Sorry,
It's just no. Go on, because we did have one of our youngsters play over the weekend, who was from Cobham, and was probably our best player on the pitch, to be honest, next to Concedo. Would you not agree?
Well, yeah. He was my man in the match.
Because did he not look settled? Did he not look comfortable? He was our best, one of our better players in the first half. You know what I mean? Is it possible this kid should finally get his shot?
Which one?
Which one? What player?
Which kid? Which kid?
Akampong.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he had a good
Bro,
game.
our defense is the weakest part of our side right now.
Mm-hmm.
Give the kid a chance. You made him extend his contract when he was rumored because someone else was eyeing our shiny toy. Now we want it back, and we made him sign an extension. What's it to increase the release clause at this point?
Well, I don't know, but he played well when he played on Saturday, so
I,
why
I just hope
not?
he's just not looked at as a pure profit target.
Well, wouldn't that be the way with this group of people and all that kind of stuff, right? It's just the way they do things, man. They're a bit of a messed up bunch. They really are. But yeah. Is anything else anyone wants to talk about?
I mean, I got one question. Speaking on
Um,
Mudrik.
I've
Yeah,
Go
been
ahead.
sorry. Can I just say? Remember,
Yeah.
I've been talking about Josh Achington all season about how good this guy is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy didn't want to sign the contract. If this guy signed the contract much earlier in the season, he would already be a starter by now. The guy's quality. Um, I just tactically, just Maresca has to try and do a bit more. And maybe this comes with a bit of experience, but you see the way the game's going when we're 1-0 up. Try and do something a bit to change it. Because you see our forwards continuously misfiring. The fact that we allowed Palace to make changes to change the game in their favour. We allowed Fulham to make changes to change the game in their favour. We allowed
Mm-hmm.
Everton to make changes to change the game in their favour. It's poor. And it's weird because earlier in the season, he was the one being proactive and making the changes and taking onus of the game.
Mm. Maybe he's
So
just
the
run
fact
out
that
of
we're not doing
ideas.
that now, it's weird.
Yeah, maybe he's just run out of ideas, man. Sometimes you just hit a wall as a coach. And I'm
Either
not
that,
being.
sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, sometimes it just falls apart.
Do you
So
think his
what you
options just slimmed down?
wait, hold on. If he's run out of ideas, then what are you saying?
Well, I don't know for a certain he has run out of ideas. I have to see how.
No, but I'm asking your opinion. You're saying he's run out of ideas, so what then?
Well,
What now?
I would say he has maybe not run out of ideas, but I would definitely say he's a very pragmatic coach, a very strict to his own way, and to be blunt, he can't adapt. From what I've seen, like you said a minute ago, he used to be proactive, but he's more reactive now. Because one thing about I don't see in the last, particularly over the last since the Spurs game, really, because even Spurs opened us up quite quickly. And what they had us 2-0 down in 10 minutes. It's just the fact that it was Spurs and they were shit. That's the only reason why we came back in that game. And it's just been like, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the same Prime. We're either too slow to get into games, or we're too slow to react in games, or adapt in games. We end up lethargic, slow. Particularly in the last game as well against Palace, we were all over the place. We didn't look like we played with any quality. Our players are going missing, bro. No one takes responsibility. Tactically, we look like we've been worked out. People are physically muscling ourselves off the ball. You know what I mean? Like, did you see something different? Like, I'm not being argumentative, but what I'm seeing ain't good. You know what I mean? And it's not like it's 1 or 2 games. I've seen that consistently over like the last 5, 6. Like, if you can say any different, please do. I'm all ears, but you know what I mean. We're like me and JPT said when it feels like Poch again, bro. Like, I'm not saying it is the same thing, but the form is going that way. We're in a downward spiral. We're in a downward turn. The momentum's not with us anymore. You can feel it, and there's loads and loads of cracks appearing. Like you said a little while ago about the quality of signings and who we bring in is so important. Don't get me wrong. We'll spend at some point, but like you said, will these guys make the right decisions? And this is why I was just about to go to what Chelsea Blue said, because he said it's funny how spending so much on defenders and we had 2 Cobham centre backs. Laugh out loud, big up for Roman and Cobham. Well, like Prime alluded to a minute ago, the squad management over the last season or 2 has been so piss poor. You know what I mean? You've ended up literally recycling, going back on yourself. We're getting linked with players that we sold. You know what I mean? Like 2 seasons ago. So I think it's going around in a big fat circle. Is that another way of putting it? And like just going round and round in this merry-go. What do you see, bro?
I don't think you really answered my question.
All right, and I'll give you a more direct answer. So what your question was, like, what would I do about Enzo?
No, yeah, because you're saying that it's like that it's a downward spiral that he's
Yeah,
gonna have ideas and it's like Poch and stuff. So like, what
right.
does that then mean? Like for you, like, do you think he's done, or like, do you want him
Well,
gone at the end of the season, or like, what do you want?
well,
Your
no,
opinion.
I'm not gonna. I'll go by game. At the moment, I see a guy struggling around that. If this continues, I might want him gone, because this is the thing about us. And to be honest, we kind of been like that for about 25 years now. Normally, when we get a manager in, we should be getting a top world-class coach, and we've got rid of several over the last decade. But do you really see any improvement? Anyone?
I mean, as of late, I mean, with recent results, no. But I mean, how we start off the season, yeah, I would say so.
Well, didn't Prime say earlier on, it's not that, like, one of the things that helped us look so good was the fact that Man City and Arsenal were complete trash at the beginning of the season.
No,
That,
I said in terms of looking like we can compete for a title this season.
all right,
But
so
we have been
it made us play.
Up until the last few games and stuff, we have been brilliant, and that's a credit to Maresca. I don't agree with the whole comparisons with Poch and stuff like that. That's why I'm asking you if you think it's comparable to Poch and that he's ran out of ideas and stuff. Then, like, what should he then go? Because if we have another Poch as a manager, then that's not a good thing. Then you should want him to go.
Well,
So I'm asking.
yeah, but the thing, but you're asking me to hand out an absolute. I don't want to hand out an absolute, because at the end of the day, if he does something that's in the next game and it at least because we played well in the first half of that Crystal Palace game, like me and JPT.
No, I'm just asking you to hand out an opinion.
Yeah,
like the same way you don't rate the sassy. That's an absolute the sassy. It's just an opinion. Just give an opinion.
Well, we can't defend, and more recently, we can't score. Those are the facts in front of me. There has to be improvement. We scored 1 goal in 3 games, and how many goals have we conceded? 2 against Fulham, 1 against. So what? We 4 in 5 in 4 or 4 in 4? And I'm not being, bro. We're so easy to score, and we'll give you a chance. That's the word. And we're Chelsea. We should be defensively tight. That's one thing we used to pride ourselves on. Boy, we're not tight. Pause. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm not being funny. I watch these guys as much as I can, yeah, and I love my team. And I hope Enzo does find a solution, because it's not all on him. As I said about management from the board, the squad management's been piss poor. I'm not putting this all down to Enzo, because it's not down to him. Like I said earlier, bro, this guy's probably hardly ever got any of the players he truly wanted. They haven't really put their pockets, money on out of their pockets for him. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot. But the thing is, you knew that when you took the job, though. It's like I said earlier, he's a grown man. He takes responsibility. Like we were talking about, when the players have to be grown about their responsibilities, who they're around. You know what I mean? When you're a coach, you have to take responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way football is. It's results business. That's the expression. I don't want to be horrible to the guy, because there's been managers at Chelsea I've adored and we've sacked them. So, you know what I mean? Like Mourinho, we all wanted Mourinho instead of a Maresca. Admit that. Well, I wanted Mourinho, me personally. I would have loved it. Well, the summer gone.
I didn't want Mourinho back.
Well, that's why I said I wanted him back, not anybody else. But it was just that's me being nostalgic, I guess. Gotta go. Love my Blues, bro. In a bit, DJ Crane. Thank you for your support, brother, as always. JK, big up in the building. Like, sorry, bros, can't make it today. Probably next week. Hit me up, always, bro, guy. Big up Deals, who I sent one out to, and I sent one to TT as well, and I sent one to JK. I was just ashamed he couldn't get on it. Not being a Chelsea supporter, for me, Poch set this team up. This season so far is off the back of the end of last season, and now you run out of puff, and Enzo has no idea how to carry on. Just my opinion. Fair enough, babe. You're entitled to one. Big up, bro. Big up, lads. Big up to the long-haired one. Hope you're doing well. Oh, my God. You guys are fucking flying, innit?
And then the
Look,
Tigers, man.
smug forest twat.
I mean, fair enough. I guess it's your
Big
opinion,
up,
but I
JK.
disagree. I disagree on that.
Disagree on
Disagree
what
on
part?
offensively.
What part did you disagree on?
What she was saying about it was Posh that set up the team and stuff, and that
I didn't say that. That's
gaining off of
what
it.
my missus said. I didn't say it.
I didn't say you did.
Oh.
I said I disagree on the comment.
Oh, fair enough. She'll accept that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But whoa, I'm not being funny. That's why I said to you guys earlier in this. What? Okay, what can he do, if anything, apart from play for time? Because let's be here. Let's break it down on the table. Let's be fair to him. He's trying to build a style and as Prime said, a formation and a way of playing. But at the same time, you need to work with what you've got. Told you all, respect us and we'll make you respect us. Loving it. Okay. Fair enough. That's fine, Prime says, baby girl.
Yeah. It's going to take a while for, this was never going to get done just within, a few games into the season. When he got appointed, I knew this would take, at least a season to actually build, his own squad and stuff. So, this is the growing pains, I said we'd start off great, then go through a rough patch. We're hitting that rough patch now.
Yes, sir, we are. Yes, sir, we are. I mean,
even when Pep came to the Prem, he had a bad first year. He had a bad first year. So I don't know. I'm not.
No. Pep spent nearly 700 mil in his first 2 seasons. So yeah, they invested hard and they invested quickly. So you got
but also in his first season, he started off well, then he got battered by Spurs and Everton, and then they went through a bad patch.
And us 3-1 at home.
Took a while.
Conte.
Yeah.
3-1.
It took a while. No, yeah, but I'm talking in December when they fell apart. It's gonna take time. People need to. I'm okay with that taking time, by the way. But because a lot of these players just aren't good enough.
No, and you quite rightly pointed out, our squad management has been piss poor, and we haven't got the right players in the right positions to do the right jobs. So
I said squad building. I said not management, building.
Well, you manage something to build it, bro. So same applies.
No. The actual name is squad building.
All right,
I'm not talking about rest. I'm talking about the scouts and stuff. How we've built this.
Fair enough. Well, they've got it wrong. Whatever it's called, they've got it wrong because, as we've all just said, we've got so many weaknesses in so many positions, and with the amount of money we've spent. Don't get me wrong, we've made money back, but with the amount of money we've spent, you can at least go with a proper plan. Because, and again, I still don't know exactly what the plan is, and I'm still waiting for someone to tell me. But time will tell. Time will tell. But what? JPT, are you free for the Morecambe stream on Saturday? Are you with family?
That's right. I forgot to put myself on mute. Yeah, I should be fine if it's Saturday. Just gotta hope that no fuckery happens before we might lose power, just because there's another bit of snow that's gonna come into my area. So, hopefully the water comes back at least. But yeah.
That's fuck, bro. And I've seen the snow JPT's got. He's got it bad, man. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Right, well, so because that game's at 3:00 on the Saturday, so yeah, if you can make that, me and you will be back then. Prime, are you on with anyone over the next couple of days? You with Steve or anybody? Prime.
What for?
Oh, generally, where can people find you?
What for? What?
No, just bigging yourself up and letting people know where they can find you over the next few days, because Prime gets everywhere. To be honest, Carefree Lewis and etc.
Yeah. I don't know what's. Today's Wednesday now. We play this weekend, I think. Yeah, we do. I'll be on watch along.
Maybe on Monday.
I'm assuming he's doing a watch along for the Morecambe game, but it's Morecambe, so who even knows? I'll be on Sarcasm City and stuff. I also been posting online, so like on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, and TikTok.
Alright, cool,
I
cool.
posted something actually on Twitter. I made a clip of Egal and stuff because he's raging about Havertz. So
Oh god, I love that side.
Hey, wait. Why is he raging about Havertz?
You gotta see
Havertz
this.
missed like 5 big chances.
He didn't see the game.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, the
Havertz
shoulder
missed,
was
like,
hilarious.
Havertz missed like 5 big chances, and
King Kai.
apparently they took our best attacker. So.
Well, there you have it then, innit? In a nutshell. Our best attacker? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's this catch Prime Sarcasm City and Carefree Lewis over the next couple of days. And hopefully, he'll be with us as well on maybe Saturday. Are you free for the watch along on Saturday for Morecambe on the FA Cup, or are you busy?
What time is the game?
3:00.
Oh, no. My sleep pattern's been fucked because of the Christmas stuff. So,
he's been staying up too
maybe.
late. He's been staying up too late.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I can't promise anything if I wake up. So maybe.
All right. We'll watch this space. All 3 of us might be for the Wickham game, or it might be 2 of us. Watch this space. But look, I'm going to bounce because I want to go check on my missus and catch up with her. I'm a bit raggedy and tired as well because it's been a long day. So we're going to jump out. Does anyone want to give a scoreline though before we do of Morecambe? I heard Prime say I think 5-0 earlier. Or something like that.
I'm expecting 6 or more.
6. Okay.
They are a League 2 side or a League 1 side.
But we got beaten. Bro, we got beaten by Servette, bro.
I don't care. I don't care. Batter them. I don't care.
Baby girl says 3-1.
If we want to this losing thing and just like reset, batter them, then go beat Bournemouth. So batter them, batter Morecambe first.
Pick up momentum. Yeah, that's true. You can do that. We can do that. But we're out of here, people. Stay safe. Good night. We'll catch you next time. Peace.